Hello and welcome back to Italia. Right, so it's just actually the same in-game day as my last episode, so not too much has happened. Obviously in the last episode we did quite a lot. We sorted out all the bales in field 48 and we got quite a lot of them. They're still sitting in there. They are just obviously fermenting. It's going to take a little bit of time, so we're just going to leave them in there. But I also got a massive load in the last episode, and then we bought 3 fields. We bought field 19 and 18, and then obviously field 20. Field 20's got canola in, and the plan is to just keep that as is. We just need to scan it and then do some fertilizing in it. But in field 18 and 19, we do want to recultivate and then replant soybeans in there. So I think field 19's actually got, I think it's green corn, and then there's some alfalfa in 18. So we're going to go and get rid of that. We're going to set that up on a course plate. That's what I'm just doing now. Setting up the tractors to do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down the shop. I'm going to buy a small tractor with some narrow tires, and then my plan is to spread some fertilizer in field 21 and 25. Can't do field 48 because of all the bales in there, even though that desperately needs some for the next time we mow the grass for some bales. Clover, we can't add anything else to it because precision farming wise it takes around 80 maximum, and then on the low end of like 40s, depending on the potential of the field. Now the potential in this field's quite low. I think it's about 80%, yeah, 86%. So this is why that field is already set at around 40 and 60. So I think it's actually, is that 80 and maybe 60, maybe even 40. Yeah, maybe, I think it's 80-60. So that's already set. We don't need to do anything with that. Field 26 is set. So as of now, there's only 2 fields to do. But there will be a lot more. We do need to do 20 and 48. Don't need to do any fertilizing in 18 and 19, just because of the fact that that's soybeans, and soybeans completely ignores fertilizer with precision farming. So yeah, by the end of it, there'll definitely be 4 fields for us to spread some fertilizer on. But we don't need to do much else but 25 and 21 right now. So let's go set him going, and then hopefully we can do this all in this game day as well. So do like this cultivator, this Ermo cultivator. Some new plows that have just come out as well. Also that's just come out, well, today, the day that I'm recording this, the massive news, Farming Simulator 22 has been announced. Not much detail, it was just a bit of a teaser. I think it was about 38 seconds long, the video, but it was definitely interesting. Looks like they're going to be putting seasons inbuilt into the game, which probably they should have done in the last one. It's a definite. Yeah, there's loads of questions I've got. I've got questions like, can you turn it on and off for people that don't want to play with it? Like for me, for example, I'm not too interested in that. I always play with seasons on, but I know some people prefer it the other way, so it'd be interesting to find out. Well, I think I've just gone and made a massive mistake as I was chatting. I've actually just gone and started cultivating field 20, which is where the canola is and we don't want to touch, so we're gonna have a patch there that's missing. So yeah, my mistake on that one. Best focus on what I'm doing. So yeah, as I was saying, the Farming Simulator 22 does look interesting, definitely does. I know some people like to play without seasons and with seasons. So as I was saying about the textures in Farming Simulator 22, you can see that they've definitely improved, and the density of the crops as well have definitely improved, which is nice to see. You can also see that it looks like the cows have had an overall, but I'm guessing anyway, hopefully maybe better AI of the cows, and also maybe you can interact a little bit more with the animal side of things. But yeah, definitely potential. I also like the fact that the cows are lying down. I think that did look pretty cool. Let's up that, take that to that. There we go. And then that'll be fine. Just need to turn her around. So let's just lift that up. So yeah, I'm definitely over the moon with what I've seen so far. I just think small changes like that, textures and graphics, and yeah, I like the fact that as well, they mentioned on the blog that they put up, about basically the importance of modding as well. They mentioned modding, so modding is going to play a big part, because I think that's going to be a big issue for people, to be honest. Going straight from Farming Simulator 19 to 22, you're going to play on the standard maps that come with the game. I don't think a lot of people now even play the standard maps on FS19, just because the mods that come out, the maps, they're so much better. For example, this one I'm playing now, all the mods, equipment, the scripts, changes in gameplay. I mean, you have to look at it and think, is there anything that Farming Simulator 22 is offering right now that Farming Simulator isn't? Seasons is already in this game, it was already in the last game as a mod. So yeah, they do need to make some standout improvements for me, because I'll still be playing Farming Simulator 19 until some serious mods come out on 22. So yeah, but I'm excited for it. I do think, you know, the new game looks nice, and that some of the pictures they put up were definitely pretty cool as well. But it's exciting news, and the good thing about it as well is it's coming out this year. We've got an issue. What have we got an issue with? Why is he slipping out? He's hit the tree. That tree is in a really stupid place. Let's be honest. This is definitely a good sized field. It makes you think how big field 19 and 18 actually are. And he's missing bits though, isn't he? May have to go and tidy it up after. There's one thing I wanted to do that I've completely forgot about, which is put the scanner on the front of this. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to stop this, unfortunately, and I'm going to have to go and get that. Or, in fact, no I won't. What I'll do is I'll scan it when we put the crop in the ground, which is pretty much hopefully in the next in-game day. So when it gets to the 10 degrees mark and we start planting, I'll just make sure to remember to scan at the same time. Right, so let's go and have a look at some tractors. Don't want anything too expensive, don't mind if it's second-hand. We probably just want a small style tractor, something that looks good with some narrow tyres. Preferably European brand, speaking as we're on an Italian map. Right, so I'm looking at this one. I think this one doesn't look too bad with narrow tyres, to be honest. It's the Deutz AgroStar. It's only 15,500 second hand, and it's 107 brake horsepower, which is pretty much perfect for what we want. It's still a bit nippy as well. It's 24 miles an hour, so it would do the job just fine, I think. I think I've got everything set right. I put a front hydraulic on. So yeah, let's get this. And there we go. Look at all the bales in the field, you can see them from here. No wonder I need them to stand up. Look at the incline on that. They could have rolled down forever. Right, this is perfect for what we want. We'll just repair it because we've got it second hand, so it's in good condition. We might need to also look at maybe getting some fuel. Depends. But I think this is perfect. It's cheap, it does the job, and obviously we'll just keep narrow tyres on this. And it'll be spot on. So we just got to go back up to the farm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mixture of solid fertilizer and liquid fertilizer, because I've got the sprayer. I think the sprayer will be a little bit quicker. So I think I might go and spray in the field where I think I've got canola in. I think that's right. 25, yeah, that's the canola one. So we just need to do that, and then I'll probably use solid fertilizer for the field with the potatoes in. I think potatoes isn't too bad as well for fertilizer. It's 120 to 160, so we're probably going to be putting around 100, maybe 120 on, because some of the fields on this map, they aren't the best potential, especially where I am. I think they're better in different areas of the map, but the ones around this farm aren't the biggest. I think we've picked a perfect tractor for this. So let's get hooked up to the sprayer first, and then we'll go fill it up. I've got some liquid fertilizer. I think I might have to move it though to get access to it. I think it's at the back of this area, just here, this storage area. I'll just have a quick look, because it might just be a case of moving out something. And we can reverse in. I think that'll be easier actually. So let's disconnect from the Fiat, and then we'll just use this. This will be easier. I mean, we only need a straw blower now, pretty much in winter anyway, so... Can I not connect to that? I thought I did. There we go. So what I'll do is I'll try just drive forward, make my life a little bit easier. I'm thinking about the mini bales that we've got as well. My plan was to do originally mini bales, but if I'm going to be doing them soybeans, I might want to get a proper baler, cheap one maybe, just because we're going to sell them bales of straw for profit. That's it. Luckily it took the fertilizer and not the herbicide. So I think it's probably going to take the whole of this. Very close to anyway. Right, so we'll head down to the field. I probably could have gone another way. Might have been easy for me. I think this tractor's going to need a front weight. It looks like it was hopping a little bit then. So we'll pop this on. And we'll head over to the field and we'll start fertilising. And I'll probably have a quick look before I get there as well, to see how the guy's getting on in field 19, because I can see him in the corner of the map. So I think he's progressing nicely anyway. And hopefully we won't do any damage to the field with these tyres on. They are narrow tyres, so there should be no reason why we would, but you never know. Right, so it does look like he's just starting on the up and down rows. He's done a few of them. He's setting himself up for that, so it's going alright. I don't think he's missed too much around the corners, maybe. A few little bits and bobs we need to tidy up. I did try and set the overlap to about 20%, just under. I always find that you have less issues then. As you can see, it is just pretty much on. Maybe two corners, a little bit over there as well. So that's not too bad at all. But yeah, he's getting on with it pretty well. So let's jump into the Deutzfahr, or the AgroStar. I think I'll probably call it the AgroStar. I can pronounce that a little bit better. And we'll get cracking. So I'm hoping that this works. It is working so far. You can see that it's applying. And the fertilizer is going down. I don't do much spraying. I usually do spreading. So I am... Yeah, it's a nice change to do a bit of spraying. So it's obviously applying quite a bit. If we just bring the F1 menu up, we'll get a little bit more detail. So it's applying 120 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare at the moment. So it's pumping us up from 20 to obviously 140, which is not bad. I think that's where I said we should be at. Canola, let me just have a quick look because I haven't actually looked at canola. So I'm just looking on my other monitor. It's 180 to 200, so it just shows that where we're pretty much at with this field potential. We're obviously dropped down quite a bit there. So yeah, that's definitely taking a little bit of a hit. That is the 140 mark. So obviously it's not the best potential in this field, but we should still get a good harvest. At the end of the day, as long as we fertilise it, spread lime, which we have done, we'll still get a good harvest, because these are good sized fields. I mean, sometimes when you see these types of maps, you look on the actual map itself, you think that's not that big, but then you realise it is actually quite big. It's just deceiving on the map. Looks like we missed a spot there. So I'm hoping to get, in this episode, field 25 and 21 fertilised. Both these two fields over here cultivated, and I might even get the chance to spread fertiliser on one of them fields. It just depends, and if I do, I'm gonna need to scan it, and that's the only issue. So we might set him going with the scanner on field 18, so at least we can jump to that. Right, so what I'll probably do now is I'll put a quick time lapse in, and then hopefully I can get this field done pretty quick, and he'll finish off with field 19. Right, welcome back. So I've done all field 25. That's all done. Spread all the fertilizer in there. So I'm just on my way now to field 21. I've got the solid fertilizer spreader on the back. It's all full up, ready to go. And then we can sort out these potatoes. So I'll give you a quick update on the guy in field 19. He's progressing pretty well in there. I'll quickly just show it you. There we go. So he's pretty much nearly done it now. I've taken down the scanner for precision farming, so I have taken that down. This is going to take not long at all. Fly through this. Yeah, so I've taken the precision farming scanner down so we can use it when he goes on to the next field. Probably going to set that up maybe in between episodes, just because I don't want this episode to go too long. So we can't obviously wait for him to do that. They are quite big fields, so yeah, it's going to take some time. But I can guarantee you now we're going to fly through this. So let's just have a look at the rate that's been applied. It looks like it's a lot more. So it's pumping it up to 160 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare. So it was on 20, so it's adding 140. Which means that it will probably run through this pretty quick. So I'm hoping that it'll last the whole field. It should do. But I do have to say that this tractor is working a treat. I think we've picked the right one for the job. And going forward, obviously, it should be a good tractor. Especially for what we needed. This is pretty much just going to be an odd job kind of tractor, but mainly its role is going to be to spread fertilizer when we're using either solid fert or liquid fert. Obviously, the majority of it hopefully is going to be done by slurry when we get some, or manure, but we'll need a bigger tractor for that. So I can get rid of that now. I need that up. I'm hoping he finishes that field within this episode at least, so I can just have a look. I might tidy it up as well. I mean, it was quite difficult in the last field to see the dot line on the ground to see where I'd already spread the liquid fert. But we're definitely not having that issue with this field because of the fact the crop itself doesn't grow that tall anyway, the potatoes don't. And they're only at the first stage anyway, so you're not going to miss much. So I think we've done it all. Dead easy. One of the most simplest jobs I've ever done on Farming Simulator, that was. Right, so let's just head over to field 19 just to get an idea of where he's at. Good thing about this tractor as well, it's got a great turning point to it. It's definitely a nippy little thing. So I think I'll go round to the main road and go that way. And I might just leave this then around them fields just because we're going to be using it to spread the fertilizer, so there's no point in taking it back to the farm, parking it up. And if we do want to refill it with solid fertilizer, I can use the stuff that I've already bought, or we can always take it to the BGA fill, the cell points there for solid fert if we wanted to. I haven't got a clue what I just hit then. That was the strangest thing ever. I definitely collided with something. So this is the field that he's working on now. So he's got quite a bit of it still to do. Trying to think if there's an easier way getting down. I think we can turn in a minute. Looks like there's a little side road coming off the roundabout. I do like this map a lot, I have to say. It is one of my favourite maps. Just think it's so different, but also it's just really good to look at as you're playing it. It's easy on the eyes, let's say. But I do like it a lot. I don't like there's no gap in the fence though. That's quite annoying. Here we go, we've got one. Right, so I'll park that there. We're definitely going to need it soon. We've just got to wait for him to finish this field and the next one. But he is doing alright. He's progressing pretty well. Or she is. Is it a she? It might be a lady driver. It is. So she's progressing alright. Looking at the other field, let's just have a quick look at field 18 just to see the difference. I think they're around the same size, to be honest. I mean, it's 9.87 hectares combined. So, but looking at them, I think they're pretty much in line. Maybe 18 is a little bit smaller, but I think there isn't too much difference between the two, to be honest. We just need to make sure we scan them. The scanner's just here. Just park the scanner there. That's that yellow dot. But no, it's going well. Definitely got a lot of work to do now that we've got these fields. I'm happy I've got that tractor. But these two fields are probably going to have to be cultivated off camera. So the next time, at the start of the next episode, these two fields will be fully cultivated. And then we'll carry on with the fertilizing. And hopefully, as well, it'll be 10 degrees and we can get the soybeans in the ground as well. So I'm going to leave the video there. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. That really does help my channel out. And if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos on Farming Simulator. See ya.